With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
Another beautiful day here in the crypto land. We're going to talk about some crypto news, some crypto fundamentals, and of course, we're going to have the man with the plan taking us all to Lambo land using that proprietary software to check out the charts on some of these cryptocurrencies, as well as some traditional stocks that we've been following, such as Square, AMD, NVIDIA, etc. Try to be your one-stop shop for cryptocurrencies, throw in a little traditional, have the news, have the fundamentals, have the technical analysis, and we are glad all of you guys are here. If you're new to the channel, or not, make sure to smash that like, share, and subscribe button. And we will be giving away Zen Horizon from last night's live show as well, so if you have not entered that competition already, you got about 10 minutes to get over to the last live show. Leave a comment in that comment section with your Zen wallet address, and you got a chance to win tonight live during the show. What's going on today, Todd?
I was going to say we were going to wear our Halloween astronaut outfits, but we're going to save that for that first $2,000 Bitcoin green candle.
There you go. Happy birthday to the one and only Bitcoin today. Bitcoin does turn 10 years old today. Can you believe it? When we were looking at the inflation rate 10 years ago, it was like, wow, why does it even matter? Why do you got to think about that? That's so far away. Well, now here we are. We're at 10 years old, and Bitcoin is just getting started. Institutions are about to get involved. The average retail investor is about to get involved, and the utilization of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies isn't even the tip of the iceberg yet, in my opinion. You can see that from the utilization of these blockchains. I think we got a long way to go, and I think that is on the cusp of occurring with better general user interfaces and easier fiat onboarding platforms being created right under your nose each and every day, one of which Bakkt, which we've been talking about exclusively for a very long time. A lot of people were all worried about the ETF. ETF is what we need. We were the first ones. Some of the first ones even beat Tika Tawari to mention Bakkt Exchange and what that can mean for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And we're going to read a little quote from one of their CEOs in today's show to really get you guys excited here for the future of Bitcoin and blockchain technology moving forward.
Shout out to Kahindi, but Kahindi is actually a graduate, so just hasn't been in here, I don't think, enough to get a wrench, or he lost the wrench somehow, so...
Kahindi, you got to provide a little insight today, and we'll give you your wrench back. Congratulations on graduating the oh-so-difficult Wyckoff and cryptocurrency trading course over at learncrypto.io. He's probably not in here all that often because he doesn't need us anymore. He graduated. He's killing the trades.
Actually, I think Kahindi's Nigeria. And
he's making his own money.
He's doing a, what do you call it, master trade or something this weekend. So he's pushing the course, and he's pushing Wyckoff and pushing what he does. So
that's really cool.
We've kind of helped him, and he's out doing his thing. So,
and then Estaj Nick says, Nick, did you read the BTC white paper yet? I've already read the BTC white paper. I would recommend everybody doing that. And we're going to kind of talk about a product, a happy birthday edition product that Ledger is doing that actually comes with the Bitcoin white paper, as they encourage people to read the original white paper for this cryptocurrency ecosystem. So ironic that you brought that up. I was going to show you that. Ledger has a cool little themed product for the birthday. Pretty sweet. Well, let's get this going. Glad to see everybody in here. Rocket366 was in here early. Clifford Chapman is actually on time. The Make a Kilo Kid is finally here during a live show. CM's in here. Craig Nickham, and the list goes on and on. I'm sure more people are going to be strolling in as well. I didn't receive the YouTube notification. Maybe some of you guys did. If you want to make sure never to miss a show, follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are right there at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Keep up to date with what's going on in the markets while we're not live on YouTube, as we post trades, news, and fundamentals over there as well. And always tweet before we go live. All right, let me get this chat box working on this screen for you guys. There it goes. So the current coin market cap, you're over here. The market cap is still right around 203.4 billion. Nothing too crazy. Bitcoin dominance fell from 54% all the way down to 53.9%. Not much going on over there as well. We did have a nice little pop in Bitcoin today, a couple $100 rally off the low of about 62.50. We got as high as 64.50 and now holding the gains here at 63.23. Nothing too exciting, but it is nice to see a little bit of action there. Shake out a couple of shorts. If you look at the shorts, maybe Todd can show the chart. We did shake out some of the shorts there on that rally, probably liquidating some on the $200 pump as well. People like to over-leverage their trades. That's a risky business, my friend, down at these levels. We're seeing some green across the board, and it is nice to see Tether is a little red today, but right back to 99 cents. So hopefully you didn't panic sell into that. And Tether right now is still crushing its competition, even with the FUD around with $2.2 billion in trading volume.
That's
yes,
with a B?
With a B. $2.2 billion in trading volume.
So no one's running from Tether.
No, the next closest stablecoin, I believe, is the Gemini stablecoin, trading with about 5 million trading volume. And the brand new Coinbase stablecoin, USDC, with merely 1.2 million trading volume. Not too much to brag about, but it is a brand new stablecoin. Really, with all these stablecoins, it doesn't change any aspect of the cryptocurrency space. Tether has already been around and it's pegged to the dollar. Tether already has a ton of trading pairs. I expect some of these other coins to follow suit and try to gain their market share. The reason that these stablecoins exist is because they want to generate transaction fees. Every time you trade in and out of Tether, every time you send Tether, they are bringing home some dough because you guys are utilizing their network. All these stablecoins want to eat up the market share from Tether, but as of now, it is still dominating the ecosystem of stablecoins, and nothing changes moving forward. Just a different name on the stablecoin, and we'll see where these go in the future. Big winners for today. Dentacoin up 21%. That thing is all over the place. Chainlink up 12.6%. This is one a lot of people are talking about. They're trying to create interoperability between blockchains. That's not one that I've done a review on or an in-depth dive, but I think it is one that is starting to warrant that based on the growth it has been having in the bear market. And I'm noticing the hashtag link, LINK, popping up a little more on Twitter, as well as popping up in our chat box as well. Usually when that starts to happen, I need to take a deeper dive and see if we need to allocate it into some of our portfolios. Cybermill's up 9%, and Pivx trying to get off of the ground floor, trying to create a nice little bottom for itself, up 7%, as they are continuing to upgrade their masternode sequence, their staking sequence, and some of the privacy features on their blockchain. Honorable mentions to Populous, Power Ledger, Nano, and Loopring as well. This is one that people have been asking about. We like because it does solve a real-world problem, does have a working product, and has already been implemented in several cities across the globe, and rumor that it is coming to a Japanese city near you. All right, Todd, what's going on? Give us a brief overview from your trading view charts. I know we'll look at the software around 7 o'clock. And what's going on with Bitcoin? What's going on here?
I think I'm going to switch it up. I think what I want to start doing, because everybody knows I got in real money competitions years ago, because anybody that thought there was anybody would do that to prove they knew what they was doing. So it was real money. It was monitored by mathematicians and lawyers, etc. So I'm really getting tired of hearing about everybody doing all these trades and showing videos, and because back in the old days, if you were trying to sell advice, I mean, you'd probably say like, okay, soybeans, and you tell 1,000 people soybeans are going to go up. You tell 1,000 people they're going to go down, and then whatever it does, you get back to those 1,000 people because now you're 100% right because you've been 1 for 1. Then you tell those 1,000 people, you tell 500 of them we're going to go up, the other 500 we're going to go down, and then whatever happens, and you go back to those people. So at some point you're like 10 for 10, but because I'm really getting tired of everybody talking about, they're taking shots at even things we're doing or whatever. And because we're pretty transparent here, giving prices and
showing order books.
When I'm giving trades for stocks, especially, I'm giving stops, etc. Do that all day long. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to set up a platform where we're going to invite all these so-called experts in Discords and Twitter, etc., and see if they all want to get on trading competitions. And the other problem with all this is, you know, when you're doing performance, you got to have some type of time period. I mean, are you trading for the next week? Are you day trading for the next year? Are you trying to increase your wealth for the next 10 years? It always matters what your time frame is and your objectives. So it's hard to compare apples to oranges, etc. But I'm going to try to figure that out. And then, you know, we'll invite so-called experts and let everybody trade a hypothetical portfolio, but do it real time.
I think it should be real money too. You got to have the real pressure on the line. You got to.
Oh, that'd be better.
Buck up 10 grand of your own money.
But see, if we do that, then we'd have to be able to you know, bring in an accounting firm and look at their statements or look at online, et cetera. People probably aren't going to let us do that. So we just need to, you know, I got the software. I was going to buy it the other day. It's only like a couple $100 where, you know, it's set up real-time trades and it'll keep track of it. We could have a leaderboard, everything else. So it should just get everybody. Anybody out here talking about how great they trade, let's do it. And do one every 3 months or every year, whatever. I mean, that's what I'd like to do because, my God, I'm getting so tired. It's like really draining me. So, but whatever. That's all I got to say. We're back here with the chart. I mean, this morning we did have, you know, a little spring because I said, you know, I was saying with Wyckoff, if this is all accumulation going back all of this year, that it's normal that you would get lower volatility and lower volume because composite operators trying to know if they got control of the market so they can take it up easily. And a lot of times before they do that, they'll take it down one more time for a spring or a shakeout. The problem is, you know, that could have been this morning. That's why I tweeted that could we just made a major low? Because somewhere the selling this morning didn't really bring out any volume. So, you know, they might be like, well, you know, we finally broke to new lows. We're kind of breaking out of some of these triangles. I know everyone's bearish, but we're still not giving it up here. So, because I would still, you know, if I wasn't totally invested, I mean, I'd buy 63.86 right here and probably use a stop at the lows at 62.50 just to see if, you know, because that's going to be a good risk-reward trade here, whether it works or not. And, you know, on with the software, I've showed the last 5 buys that I've shown real time all along. So I've still got like a 63.40 average here with a 63.86 trade. So, and we might break to new lows, but I guess those buys are more intermediate to longer term because, as everybody knows, I've not really been scalping. With PCG, I'm not trying to scalp. You know, we've had some trades in ZRX, ADA, Ripple that could have been traded, but I just haven't done it because I think we're coming to the end of accumulation and we start a rally here at any time. So.
And if you were a swing trader, I mean, look at those buys. Those buys are happening. We do these buys live too. We give these to you live. They're happening right before rallies almost every single time. You see the first one into a major rally, the second one into another rally, the third one into a major rally.
It's just low risk entries. I mean, I said with the software, I'd try to give people lower risk entries, you know, lower risk sells, et cetera, to try to help their trading because you really need to take the course, learn more about Wyckoff yourself, and then just use these as tools. So, and we've showed the software real time and it's kicking out unbelievably buy and sells. And I'd still be willing to say that, you know, it'll compete against anything else you're using and will outpace it for trading. So, and we're just going to try to keep proving that. Any other charts you want to
go over real quick?
I think right now I'd go over, you know, we had a big day in the stock market. We gave up a little bit late in the day. But, I mean, there's Twitter. I gave that buy to pro traders and also mentioned it here. I moved up stops today to, I think I moved my stop to 31.30, which is the low of yesterday. So I locked in profits there. You got a technometer still looking pretty good. Square was up big today. I raised stops there as well because Square gave us a buy yesterday. So I think I raised stops to the low of today, I believe, because we had a pretty big gap open. TLT, I gave that sell. I haven't lowered the stop there, but I'm going to. I'm not going to let that run back to new highs, so I'm going to put probably a stop on where I'm short at. This could just be a test down here to the lows, which would be a little higher interest rates, and then maybe go back up again. So this one might want to be scalped. I mean, the technometer is still 50.72, which is still a sell. So they might still collapse right here. And then we got what? We got, this is the Wyckoff wave growth, which is really a NASDAQ. I mean, I had covered some shorts here, but those were shorts. I mean, I'm not really caught long anything to speak of because we had a sell back here. Anybody that does my weekend reviews knows I've been trying to be short markets, not excited about them really. And then the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. So, and I still think these markets probably, and we could still pull back here, but I think ultimately we're still going to go higher over the next 7 to 10 days. Then I'd probably have to reevaluate. Then when we come back, I'll have the software back online. The developers think that tomorrow they're going to launch the subscribers version and then just see if all the kinks are worked out.
There we go. Shout out to everybody here over in the chat box. I don't see many questions, just a lot of chatter, so that's good that you guys are in here. Keep doing your thing. Keep being active over in the chat box. And if you're watching, you're creeping in the background. That's cool too. But don't be afraid to ask questions, my friends. That's what we are here to do. Try to interact with you guys, build a strong community that is very family-like, bounce some knowledge around each other, because we're all here for the one goal and one goal only. That's to stack our bags full of cryptocurrency, stack our bags full of cash, and gain some knowledge around the way that we can apply to these markets and traditional markets as well. And that's about all I got to say before we get into the next topic here. We've been talking about this. Some of the first people to talk about it. We even beat the famous Tika Tawari to send his letter out to his Palm Beef Confidential individuals by a day in our live show, talking about Bakkt and why we believe that this is going to be the next catalyst for Bitcoin, more than an ETF, more than ErisX, because it's coming before that, or any other custodian solutions such as Coinbase. Shout out to Dean for the $9.99 super chat. Happy Halloween. The bull is ready to charge. There you go, my friend. And also happy birthday to Bitcoin. The 10th birthday of Bitcoin is today on this spooky Halloween evening. Shout out to you. We really appreciate that, Dean. So here we go. What is Bakkt? As a quote from the CEO of Bakkt Exchange, guys, this is going to be launching next month or in December, as long as they get regulatory approval, which it sounds like they already do after reading this quote. In its first phase, Bakkt will work with ICE's markets and clearing to deliver institutional-grade risk management, physical delivery of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, physical delivery. This is why we said it was so bullish, my friends. Futures are not physical delivery of Bitcoin, but instead a debt against Bitcoin that delivers in US dollars. And warehouse solutions that do not exist today. Warehouse solutions could be custodian solutions for institutional financial advisors and for institutional investors. That's pretty big as well. We're approaching this with a great deal of transparency, and we've already gained approval from our clearinghouse risk committee at ICE. Clear U.S. digital asset risks will be in a segregated waterfall where the separate guarantee fund is provided by Bakkt versus the clearing members. We've set up the workflow so the bank and brokerage members do not have to take possession of crypto assets. They're saying they will be a custodian for banks and investors, as that will reduce the risk of investment for those individuals, but are still able to service their customers in this space, referring to the cryptocurrency space. If you do not know, ICE actually owns the New York Stock Exchange as well as 23 other international exchanges all across the globe, which all work together. You might want to use the term interoperability and provide liquidity pools to all of the exchanges. Bakkt, I'm sure, will be integrated with all those 23 international exchanges, providing an outlet to millions and millions of consumers, a trusted name, now custodian solutions for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and now physical delivery of its future contracts, starting with Bitcoin. And I can guarantee we'll move into the other large cap coins we talk about all the time. Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, maybe even an Ethereum Classic. That's the way it's going to go. That's why this is so bullish. The macro fundamentals of this are off the charts, guys. And I can't tell you how long the market is going to be irrational. But what I can tell you is that anywhere in these levels, up, down, left, right, $200, I don't care. Dollar cost average into the markets, invest what you're willing to lose. And if you really believe in the crypto space, maybe a little extra out of your traditional markets. That's up to you. But here we go, guys. This is the first step for physical delivery and custodian solutions for institutional grade investors. You're already seeing TD Ameritrade with ErisX fearing the competition, looking to get involved as well. They're making their own platform. We had the breaking news that Goldman Sachs is looking to have a Bitcoin trading desk as well, that they're already hired like 400 individuals, already signing up some customers behind the scenes. It's going to be coming. You're going to be late to the game and FOMOing in. That's up to you. All I can tell you, the money is on its way, guys, and I hope you guys don't miss out. We've been talking about this kind of stuff for months and months. Todd was over here calling the bottom at 5,800, and yeah, we've been up, down, and all around, but guess what? Have we broke that low? No, we certainly have not. For the past 5 months, people have been calling for 2,500, 4,000, 1,500, and whatever it may be. They've been sitting in cash while we're catching some swing trades here in Bitcoin at the 5,800 level and higher, and altcoins as we're riding Coinbase listings pumps. If you want to be in cash, that's fine. But I'll tell you what, you don't want to miss out on the rally in Bitcoin when it happens, because you're going to have to make the hard decision of pulling the trigger, and that is a hard thing to do. If Bitcoin rallies overnight to 7,000, what are you going to do? Oh, this is a head fake. We're going to go ahead and wait. Oh, it's rallies to 8,000. Oh, this is a dead cat bounce. I'm going to wait. Oh, it's going to rally to 9,000. And then what? You finally going to decide to get in now? I mean, that's hard. That's hard to swallow. If you're here watching these videos, you believe in cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. So you need to have a majority of your portfolio buying at these levels, in my opinion. I just don't want to get caught in a stable coin. Don't want to get caught in USD if the markets decide to turn around while you're sleeping.
Sure, everybody I hear, they act like they can, markets start rallying, they'll get on it before it gets up too much, so no big deal. Be short here or be in cash and wait for the real buy signal. So I wish it was that easy. And I think Taj said he thinks Square is going lower, but all I can say with the software, I mean, we've picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 12 trades on Square. So I'd have to say you want to be long now. And yeah, if the low at 64.49 gives away, then we could be headed down. But the software is called every move in Square, so I'd stay with it.
Crypto 420 says, any cheap master nodes, anyone still buying ICOs? I do not recommend buying ICOs personally right now. Cheap master nodes, you have Zen has a super node for 42 Zen, as somebody said there, and also you can get a super node for 500 Zen.
Super node.
The Linda master nodes are currently somewhere around $2,000, I believe. 2 million Linda is what's needed for those. I know that Pivx and Dash, obviously they're a little more expensive, but they're way off the highs as far as the cost for those. You need 10,000 Pivx. You need 1,000 Dash. I think Dash is 150K. Pivx is somewhere around 11,000 for their masternode as well. So, I mean, you can check those out. I think if you go to masternodepro.com, they have a list of all the masternode coins as well as the ROI and a little bit of information for those if you need to dig a little deeper and looking to get involved in the passive income here in cryptocurrencies.
Somebody asked about, I think earlier, XLM, XRP. What do we think about them? I mean, we like XRP here. Me a little bit more than Nick off the software. And XLM we've called a couple swing trades in there and just came off of a buy. So
and
I think both of those
the
are
XLM
good.
chart, I mean, looks pretty solid. It has been holding its gains pretty well. Even in this bear market, it's only around 50% off its highs versus even XRP was down 85% off its highs. So that would have been a decent position to have during the bear market, really holding in the gains there. We got GreenZen99 over here says, Nick, do you mine much with your home GPU? Well, GreenZen actually have a couple mining rigs in my basement. Obviously, those produce way more coins and profitability. Currently, I'm mining Ethereum Classic as well as Ubic. Ubic was because of the Escher airdrop they were doing, so I was trying to stack my bag to get that 3-to-1 airdrop. Also, the profitability is pretty decent, and this is kind of an underrated protocol token built off of a snapshot of the Ethereum network, striving to be a more scalable and stable version of Ethereum based in Canada. We do know that the Canadian government did just pass marijuana legislation, as well as they are pro-blockchain and pro-crypto. So I think they might find a little niche there in the growing enterprise industries of marijuana up there in Canada as well. So we'll see what happens with them. I mind that. As far as a single gaming GPU rig, I don't really mine larger coins because you really don't accumulate much. But I think if you have one GPU, you want to take a risk on some flyers. You can mine, say with one 1080 GPU, you can mine something like 40 Raven coin a day. You can mine something like 40 Trezor coin a day, like these smaller coins, but you can accumulate a large stockpile of them. And it's kind of, satisfying to wake up and be like, man, while I was sleeping, I mined 15 Raven coin. I know it's only worth $1 at current prices, but if the bull market ensues, I'll have a nice bag of these given cryptocurrencies.
Nick declared XRP the new Bitcoin. He's a new commander of the XRP army.
XRP the standard. I did not actually say that.
Right.
So if you want to refer to the episode, my opinions on XRP, but one of their executives did say that XRP was Bitcoin 2.0. And today somebody on Digibyte commented on that video and said, well, if XRP is Bitcoin 2.0, then Digibyte is Bitcoin 3.0. And I said, well, there you go. Touche. All right, let's do one more news article before we toss it to Todd for the software. And then don't forget, we are giving away one Zen worth $15 away live tonight from last night's live show. So make sure to get over there and enter that. If you're watching the show right now and you haven't hit the like button already, the subscribe button, the share button, I don't know what you're doing. Also, don't be afraid to ask questions. We're here to answer a beginner question all the way to an expert question. TAFA news. We know a lot of stuff here about cryptocurrencies and investments, so feel free. On top of that, guys, remember, you got to hold Todd to this. Todd said if we get to 6,000 subscribers by Sunday night, he's going to give away one of our cryptocurrency trading courses from learncrypto.io.
Right.
Right now, we are right around 5,800. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting sick of giving away all these coins out of my pocket. And I want to see Todd give something away. So I need you to share these videos, this live show, or go on our YouTube homepage, check out our reviews, check out our interviews. Grab one of the interviews you really like with Charles Hoskinson, John McAfee, the Thomas Cox from EOS, whatever it may be. Share that on Twitter, tag some people, tell friends about it, and let's get to 6,000 subscribers here by Sunday so Todd can give away one of our courses to one of you active community members.
Monday night.
So a little bit of news here. You guys may have known that I have been an advisor on Tour to Crypto. This is a charity event that rode from New York all the way to Vegas, all for one cause, to spread awareness of cryptocurrency via charity. All of them are volunteers. I'm volunteers. I donated some coins. I definitely didn't make any coins, but they have made it to the World Crypto Conference today. It has started. Unfortunately, obviously, I'm not there. I'm here talking into a camera, but I'm sure they're gonna have a good time there. They're on a journey to raise $1 million. I'm not sure where they are in that goal. But Rapids, a project that I've been helping out with as an advisor, has officially become a sponsor of Tour to Crypto as well, just in time for World CryptoCon, and Tour to Crypto will continue on until the end of this year. So shout out to Rapids for stepping up, a brand new coin with no ICO, but gave the $1,000 donation over to Tour to Crypto to be an official sponsor. So they're doing their thing over there, and they're really proving that even with an ICO, you can make something work with solid development, solid transparency, and a solid team willing to put their own money and their own risk on the line in order to better the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So shout out to them. Head over to tourtocrypto.com to learn more, and definitely check out rapidsnetwork.io to see what they got going on. All right, Todd, your charting software ready or what?
You know it.
Let's do it. Are you guys excited? Your guys' favorite part. Ready to get some buys and sells over here
though,
in cryptocurrencies.
We got the OP collapsing again. Last 2 days, you can see almost accelerating lower. The technometer now is at 34.53, which is the lowest I've seen it with the software here. So, I just saw somebody said that we keep going down to 6,000, it gets weaker and weaker support. I can't really agree with that because this is showing us from a lot of volume, because it's coming from 96 exchanges. I don't know where else you're going to get this, showing that there's volume hitting the bids, because that's what the OP is showing. So there's people selling, but price is not giving up. And it didn't give up today when we had selling coming in with an oversold technometer. So I'm sorry. I mean, I could be wrong on this one. But when you follow this software here and you put the odds in your favor, you're going to win more than lose. But it's still setting up like, they're just trying to entice everybody to sell, and people are doing it, but we're not getting any real price depreciation from that. So,
Wog says, so create 200 accounts by Sunday, laughing face. That's funny. I guess he's referring to getting subscribers so he has a chance to win a course. Well, if you went through that much effort, I mean, that takes a lot of effort, creating Gmails, etc. That would be hilarious.
Well, we got a guy that does it on Twitter. Friday Toddy or the last dude. He's open like 12 of them. I know who the dude is. So, and then same here. This is Bitcoin USDT, still new lows, 39.44 in the technometer, which is still oversold. So, still kind of enthused the way things are acting here. Let's do Ripple real quick, since some people ask about that. XRP USDT. You can see the last buy here was at 0.445. Technometer's 42. 44 is neutral. So still all right here. Looks like the OP hit new lows. Trying to turn up a little bit here.
You think that's going to pump, Todd?
I think it'll still go higher. Yep. XRP USD. You're going to be in trouble. They're calling you the ambassador of Ripple, and now you're playing pump music on the Ripple chart.
Hey, that's your call, not mine.
And what we got here, this is XRP USD. We had that buy back at 0.475. OP near the lows, price still holding, so XRP still looks good on that chart. XRP BTC, going to be same type of thing. Volumes following the price a little bit better. Wire up to 46 here, so not quite as bullish on this chart, but not as much volume here either, so not quite as reliable. XLM, let's do that one here real quick. XLM USDT. Well, we had a buy at the low, and then we actually had a really add-on up here, which wasn't a good add-on level, and then came back to about 0.618 retracement and holding in here with a 41 on the technometer, and new lows again in the OP. So just continued selling coming in, and price still holding previous lows. And then if we go to the 3-month,
the Outlaw, I believe it was the Outlaw Preacher, said, what is your minimum for the, Todd, what's the minimum threshold I need for your personal trade management, or should I just contact you offline?
I mean, it was 25,000, but I'm probably, obviously with the market's coming down 50% or more, I mean, I probably would say I'm at just at 12.5 or something. We'd definitely probably do 10,000, so. And, if we get more volatility here, I mean, even for some of the PCG, I'm probably going to still try to trade 30% because that was always the plan. But now I just think that we're down here at these lows. I don't think that's, that doesn't make sense here because I think we're making major lows. And some of these charts still are like XLM. I mean, we had a buy here a day before the low, September 10th. And then you can see the OP here and then the OP here. We actually went to a new low today. The price has made 2 consecutive higher highs or higher lows, excuse me. So, to me, that's just selling coming in and price holding. That's normally a bullish divergence, and it's normally one you want to lean your hat on. So I've got to stay friendly some of these. And these aren't, to sell a rally for 4 days. I mean, these could be, multi-week, multi-month rallies.
I'm going to show something real quick pertaining to Chris K9 says, my Oyster is right back. Oyster is the one at the very end we mentioned that may have been hacked or an exit scam. Doing further due diligence, one of the founders actually did an exit scam, guys, stealing about $300,000 worth of Oyster, claiming that the apocalypse is about to come, the financial industry is about to collapse, and he needs to do this in order to protect his family and friends. Sounds like a crock of shit to me. But nonetheless, we said there was an opportunity there if you wanted to take the risk. It went almost literally to zero and now came right back to where it was before the announcement of the hack occurred. So it's a net even if you were holding this. But remember, this rally, look at this volume right here, $542. A lot of the market pairings are shut down. You cannot actually trade, buy, remove, withdraw Oyster right now with the information that is available via the scam that is going on there. If you're a hodler of Oyster, you can maybe try to liquidate here some here to break even or hold it, hoping that there's a potential that they might fork the chain, fork out the coins that were stolen, and go at it with a reduced total supply and go on with the project with the remaining team members. So that's always a chance as well. Obviously, we'll see what happens. We said there was an opportunity. I didn't get involved, but even so, with $542 of volume, that's it to get this thing to rally back up. No major player is going to be able to sell into that. I mean, that's nothing. 0.09 Bitcoin of volume for the entire day has pushed it this high. So be careful with that. And all the information I have is that it was, in fact, the founder.
Thanks for being here on Good and Bad Times, guys. Keep up the good work.
All the information I have is it was the founder stealing from a smart contract $300,000 worth of that coin. This is one we never recommended buying here. We never really even talked about. Somebody brought it up, and I kind of just dismissed it back in the past. And luckily, that's the case because that just happened yesterday. So we'll see what happens.
Trilingual Kid said he's still in BitConnect.
Oh gosh, I guess you can. I guess you can still stake that.
Greetings to Chris.
I don't know where you can sell it, but
here's XLM BTC. We had a buy here, a nice sell, and a buy a little higher than where we're at right now. So
show me the money.
Thanks for being here on Good and Bad Times, guys. Keep up the good work.
Shout out to Hugo for the $5 donation. Yeah, we try to be here as often as we can. Obviously, I work for an institutional financial advisor during the day, and my company is getting acquired. So we got a lot of paperwork with the merger. Todd's got clients, traditional side and crypto side, but we still try to get here at least 4 times a week live and do some recorded videos for you guys as the crypto markets never sleep. And, if we're not live on YouTube, like I said, follow us on Twitter because I send multiple tweets every single day to keep you guys up to date with my thoughts on the markets and news as well.
Here's Litecoin USDT. You can see we've had 3 buys, all of them now a little bit higher than where we're at. OP hits new low today, and Technometer's back to almost oversold again. So really giving you another buy down here. So. And that's USDT and Litecoin USD. Same type of thing. We did have a buy down here at 51-ish, it looks like. And as you can see, OP hitting new lows again, even more so the last couple of days. Technometer is oversold as of 2 days ago. So I still think some of these coins, risk reward is good here. So,
well, let's give away some Zen. I also have 2 important articles to come. One not so important, one very important for the outlook of cryptocurrencies for the main reason that the leading volume from any pairing is from this fiat currency. So we'll get into that here in a second. Shout out to everybody in here right now. Jet says, is Omis Go a good coin? Thinking of getting some. What do you guys think? Actually, Jet, if you go ahead and go over to our YouTube homepage, after the show's over, of course, and go to the review section, I do have a pretty recent review on Omis Go. I think it is definitely a solid project. It is getting a lot of banking partnerships and institutional partnerships under the radar, and I think once these partnerships come to fruition, Omis Go is going to have an ecosystem that does create several value propositions for the OMG token, and I think at these depressed prices, that it could be a solid opportunity, even though it is sitting pretty high up here in the market capitalization as far as ranking out of these cryptocurrencies. I think it's a solid project. I definitely think you should watch that 20-minute video from the review section to learn more. All right, let's do this giveaway. The Zen giveaway was from last night's live show, so we'll go ahead and click on that. Shout out to the 840 people who watched the show in the last 24 hours. Only been here for a day, and we already have 840 views. Shout out to you guys, even in this bear market, looking to capture some knowledge. We'll throw this over here. 36 unique commenters, a pretty high probability of winning this Zen worth $15. Let's see what's going on. The winner is Crypto Soldier Military Token Team Member, ZenMe, baby. I think he's won something pretty recently. Doesn't that name sound familiar?
Yeah, from something. I forget what he did.
He won something. Well, shout out to you. You just won another giveaway. That's what it takes, guys. It pays to be an active community member here. We try to do giveaways as often as possible. And, usually all you got to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and then leave your wallet address in the comment section. Tonight, we're not giving away anything tonight. I got to go through my coins and see what I'm willing to give away. But I will be sending this Zen over tonight or tomorrow. So shout out to you and shout out to the winner of the basic attention token from last night's live show as well. All right, so what is some news here? First, we'll start with this one. Nothing too big. But, India is trying to be the new China now, trying to flood the markets, trying to BS while they try to accumulate or something over here. India is considering a ban on the use of cryptocurrencies. What does that mean? And why do I think that this is why so much FUD and emotions happen in cryptocurrencies? Because I think this title is what people usually read, and they don't actually do their due diligence. So let's read further. After months of public uncertainty brought on by years of deliberation by the Indian government, authorities have discussed the framework to legally ban the usage of private cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Now, if they believe that Bitcoin is private, they're already all the way in left field, know nothing about blockchain technology or cryptocurrencies, and they really need to hire a specialist in their government agencies before they get left in the dust. Because Bitcoin is anything but private. Bitcoin is pseudo-private, pseudo-anonymous, maybe, but if I give you my Bitcoin public address to my hardware wallet, you can then go to a BTC block explorer, type that in, and see all of my transactions, including my balance of my hardware wallet. Does that sound like privacy to you guys? No. If I make several transactions with that public address, you can then backtrack those other addresses to see if it is an exchange, see if it is tied, and you can pretty easily track down who the owner of individual Bitcoin addresses are. So they're already off to the wrong foot here by calling Bitcoin a private cryptocurrency. Enforcing a legal framework ban to ban the use of cryptocurrencies could extend to trading and its application as a payment instrument, but not necessarily owning cryptocurrencies. Why is that important? Via this title, India is considering a ban of the use of cryptocurrencies. Most people would say India is outright banning cryptos. If you have them, they're confiscating them, or you're not allowed to own them, you would go to jail. And that's not really the case. Currently, India does have a couple cryptocurrency exchanges, and everything is honky-dory. Now, although the government is discussing the ban of cryptos in the future, that would only be the use of them. That means trading, and that means using them as payments with merchants. So unlike China, who yesterday we said did make it legal for merchants now to start accepting Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, which is awesome because the Asian market for cryptocurrencies, they understand it, and they were buying it during the bull run, guys, and they will be back for the next bull run. And China's government is finally kind of getting pretty lenient on the rules and regulations over there. India over here, they're talking about going the opposite direction, but if you already own Bitcoin in India, or say you know how to use a VPN and say you're somewhere else, VPNs are super easy, $9.95 a month, and I can say I'm in South Korea doing this YouTube show right now. It's not that hard, guy. Do some research. And you can go ahead and figure out a way to get your hands on cryptos, and if you get caught with them, there will be no legal ramifications. So although I do think it sucks because India has a massive population and could be massively bullish if they started investing or utilizing cryptocurrencies, it is not illegal just yet, and even if it becomes illegal, they will still be able to hodl their cryptocurrency nonetheless. Now, here's the real news that I wanted to get to today.
Uh-oh.
This is the real news. Korea's finance minister approves banks, yes, their central banks are approved to start working with specified cryptocurrency exchanges. Why is this important? Number one, South Korea has been one of those countries that's been up and down on the regulation of cryptocurrencies, really flooding the markets because a lot of Koreans were paying massive premiums for cryptocurrencies and believe in blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. They have one of the highest percentages of citizens holding blockchain or Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Canada right now, 5%, that's it, of their citizens hold any form of cryptocurrencies. United States, I think, is somewhere around 10 or 15%. I believe South Korea was up to around 50% of citizens hold, buy cryptocurrencies. So this is big news, guys. Let's read on. Cho Jung-koo, the commissioner of the Financial Services Commission of South Korea, has reaffirmed that there exists no issues related to compliance and security in the process of banks providing virtual bank accounts to local cryptocurrency exchanges. The public statement released by Commissioner Cho clarified the stance of the government and local financial authorities towards cryptocurrency exchanges and in the years to come. Local digital asset trading platforms will no longer suffer from the lack of banking services from major financial institutions in South Korea. That means all the approved exchanges are now going to have fiat gateways directly from individuals' bank accounts. If you guys look up trading volume of cryptocurrencies, the highest fiat or stablecoin to cryptocurrencies is the Korean fiat currency, my friends. The KWR is the highest in volume. That means they are continuing to buy, continuing to trade, and continuing to accumulate. So the fact now that the government is coming out and supporting this and saying, hey guys, you know what? You can actually link your bank account directly up to these exchanges. That is eye-opening for liquidity pools and for the next bull run, my friends. And the fact that 50% of their citizens are already involved in cryptocurrencies, I continue to see that percentage to grow, and I continue to see South Korea start paying a premium just like they were in the last bull run. BitThumb, Upbit, GoPax, Corebit, Coin1, and other large cryptocurrency exchanges have also recently been approved by the government of South Korea for having sufficient security measures and internal management systems in place. So if you trade on any of those, you do have kind of the government nod that they are up to snuff as far as security is concerned. BitThumb was a major player, but due to some of their decisions to only accept fiat onboarding from one central bank, they are losing some of that market share to Upbit, GoPax, Corebit, and one of my new favorites, Coin1, as far as the fiat pairing, because those are allowing any bank to hook up to their exchanges. Pretty exciting, my friends. I think this is just yet another macro fundamental bullish statement. Say this article came out during the bull run, what would happen? Bitcoin would go up $1,000 and any Korean cryptocurrency would follow with a 20 or 30% gainer for the day. I would definitely be keeping an eye out on some of the Korean gems out there. ICX in particular, I think that is one that has given up 90 to 95% off the highs, has some nice technology, has nice partnerships with Aeon and WAN chain as well. And guess what, guys? It is the South Korea's Aetherium. So I think that this one is going to have some massive rallies, especially considering they had a blockchain conference in Korea. And Icon revealed 3 demos of upcoming projects, one of which will be a voting system in which South Korean citizens will vote for the presidency and other governmental things as well on the Icon blockchain. Yes, you're not hearing that incorrectly. You will have an ID on your phone to be able to vote that will be running on the Icon blockchain. They also revealed a mobile wallet and another application online as well. I think it's something probably similar to DigiID that will be utilized by the Korean government once again. There are some articles floating around. Type in Icon blockchain conference. It will pop up. I think they released 3 products on top of what we already know Icon has. And I think that's one definitely to keep an eye on. And here's some more bullish news for Korea and Korean projects as well as the entire cryptocurrency space.
I think Art Bricker asked about the software, whether it's going to put the blue dots that I show. And no, it does not do that. The dots I've placed on there just to kind of give people a feel. Because, in a trading range, you'd want to use a 50-38. But really, the technometer, because the software on the stock side, I can run it where it'll show me what's overbought, what's oversold, etc. I'll get that probably made for the cryptos as well, so you could go through data quickly. But really, it's a kind of a starting point or ending point if the technometer's at 50 or 38. And I also want you to know, I'm going to use it for Square here. I've showed it for a few coin charts over the last month or two, but this is kind of like, in here you had 2 buy points here. That was a buy, this was a buy, but we're starting an uptrend and then we get a sell. So just because it's at a 50 doesn't really mean you have to sell. It's just showing that it's overbought. The real thing that'd be really bullish is you can see the technometer at the bottom goes to oversold while price goes sideways. I mean, that's kind of the best type of happening because it showed that sell volume came in, technometer went from major overbought to oversold, and price went sideways. So that was a really good buy signal there. And then you run up to another sell signal, which really just tests a previous high. So I probably would have took that sell signal because we wasn't breaking out. We didn't go to a new high. And then once again, technometer goes from overbought to oversold down here at the bottom. And price goes sideways again. So that's telling you that's a good buy signal. And then you get another run, an explosive move to the upside. You get another technometer down here at overbought. You've got square here. And then once again, you might not want to be in too hurry to sell that. It'd be better to wait for an oversold position and increase your position. And then it did that again. Technometer goes to oversold, price goes sideways. Then you get another run up. And then here you are again, it's at new highs, so you're just going to try to buy the next oversold, which we did not get till actually here. This buy marked was actually just one of mine. I thought emotionally that day after the CFO left, it was a good time to buy it. And actually, I could have waited for the actual buy signal from the software. But again, it just matters how you trade. I mean, if you got out of everything there and bought it back here, I mean, unbelievable trades all the way up in square, and then sold at 99 and bought back yesterday at like 67 and catch majority of the rallies. So no, the software is not going to throw up buys and sells. It's not going to do the blue dots. Those are added by me.
Shout out, and that's why you got to take the cryptocurrency trading course over at learncrypto.io so you can learn about how to do this yourself. And there is 3 separate courses that explain the 3 proprietary indicators at the bottom, so you can do all this and look at these buys and sells. They've been ridiculous. Shout out, talking about South Korea, shout out to Giraffe Pie, says hello from Korea, and English Chit Chat. I did not know you were from Korea as well. Shout out to you, my friend. You've been in here for a while. That is awesome that we are getting a community from all around the globe. I know we have some people from Australia, Ireland, Korea, and of course, United States makes up a majority of the community. But continue to spread the word, guys. We're here to help everyone. And really, cryptocurrencies, this proves it right here. Cryptocurrencies is a global phenomenon. The fact that a lot of these have finite supplies and are going to be used globally as utility tokens, as monetary tokens, the price objective is much higher for these, my friends. And we are just beginning the next market cycle. Bitcoin going from 20,000 to 6,000 is not a bubble, but yet is just one market cycle on the way to the moon or to the real bubble, whatever you want to consider it. But we are here for the long run. And as we are seeing on the software, major selling pressure is coming in while price is holding firm. What does that mean? That means the retail investor is dumping, but the composite maker is soaking up all of that Bitcoin, accumulating their position because they either believe or they know that the next rally is coming.
Somebody asked that the indicators are the OP, which is optimism, pessimism index, and force index and technometer. Those are proprietary to Wyckoff Stock Market Institute since 1931. You won't find those anywhere. No one has replicated them. It's all based on 5-minute price, volume, and time. And then we're bringing it from 96 exchanges. So it's really something you're not going to get. And then if you purchase a course for $2.99, you're going to get the software half off once we launch it on the monthly subscription if you want it.
Show me the money.
Or otherwise, you're going to just watch us here and maybe me in the mornings by myself just going over the software.
That is, unless a couple of our other business ventures take off, then I'll be quitting the day job and focusing being here with you guys more often at better timing.
Art, I would say, yeah, I mean, you really need to purchase the course. The course is $2.99. I'm telling you, that's a $1,000 value course probably based on the original course from Wyckoff that was always around $1,700 that I actually sell now for $9.99 at wyckoffsmi.com.
Chris Mars says, what's the name of the indicator? I can't read it. It is the optimism, pessimism, and technometer. There's actually 3 proprietary indicators that were created by Richard D. Wyckoff in the 1930s from his original teachings. Well, Todd now owns and is the president of Wyckoff SMI, so he gets access to all this proprietary information, including the information that was used to create the cryptocurrency trading course. Shout out to Jet for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. She says, thank you for the news, Nick, about Korea accepting cryptocurrencies. I think that is some very great information. And like somebody else says, if the ICX information with them demoing 3 projects at a big blockchain conference in South Korea, that thing would have rallied 80% in the day. It barely moved. This is why I told you guys to keep an eye on ICX last night, right before we left the show. I think you should continue to keep an eye on it. I think this is a project that is going to have massive upside objectives, as it is right now, 10x from the highs, I believe. I think it was up to around like $10 or something. So that's pretty crazy. Good opportunity there, and something that has a working dev team and is getting approval on applications from the government of the country it was created in. I don't know what else you want for utilization of that token.
Mrs. B is in here.
Shout out to Crypto Hunter for the $1.99 super chat. Always great info. Thanks, guys. Well, shout out to you for that. Greatly appreciate it. Keeps the lights on and keeps us motivated to keep coming here each and every day. And, you know, Todd had to pay for that BTFD sign somehow.
And Art, I will say, if you do stocks, I'd recommend taking the full course at wyckoffsmi.com. If you want to do that, though, hit me up. I'll give you a discount.
Also, we got Crypto World News in here. Says thanks for giving him a wrench, and then says
I wrenched
wave.
him.
Shout out for you, Crypto World News. Glad you're in here. Hopefully, you're gathering some news to maybe do on your show as well.
Let me have it for a minute with OMG, because someone asked about OMG there, and you went over a little bit of it. But let's go over. This is OMG USDT. You can see volume came down to new lows here, while price held. Not a major divergence. And we probably got a new low today, but I do like today's action because you can see when Bitcoin had fell, really OMG showed a little bit of minor strength and was oversold. So if I was short-term trading, I probably would look at OMG USDT here. And then OMG USD is going to look the same, I believe. Let the OP load here. Again, the OP's Optimism Pessimism Index. That's what Wyckoff called it back in the 30s. So there's the same thing. OP is hitting at the lows. We're as oversold right now as we was back here at these lows. So again, if you're a short-term trader, I think you could scalp some here on the long side from OMG. And then if you look at this whole trading range here going back 3 months, I mean, this could easily be some accumulation. So I think that one's okay. And Doji, I do not have in the system. I will try to get that in there. Ryzen.
Shout out to Dustin Nelson for the $2 super chat. He wants to see the Zen BTC chart on the software. Todd, you owe him an in-depth analysis on Zen right now because he just gave us $2. Shout out to you, Dustin. Really appreciate that, my friend.
I guess anybody needs to click on that YouTube link, and it's pretty funny. We won't play it live because I don't know. We're trying to stay pretty clean here. But it is funny. Zen BTC. This one, obviously, I haven't been on in a while because I don't have it marked up.
Well, take your time.
They got extremely oversold down here at a 21, so that was off the chain oversold. You had new lows in the OP, but you had price come down as well. And then we're back here really on a sell 5 days ago here. So on a sell. So can't draw much from that. I mean, I'd probably want to be trading that a little bit more. Let's go to Zen USD, see if there's anything better there.
I think I know what to say based off that chart. I think what to say based off that chart is that you should probably adding that to the bag on a dip and at a lower technometer reading.
Let me load the software. I think I had an error there.
Dustin Nelson says, perfect time to set up nodes. Hey, I'll tell you what, I think Zen is one of the low-risk nodes out there. You get payouts daily for your secure nodes and super nodes, so there's an entry for somebody who doesn't have as much money with the 42 Zen. There's an entry for somebody who has more money with the 500 Zen. And if you do some research on Zen and look at the fundamentals around the ecosystem they're creating, the individual bodies they have involved, from Charles Hoskinson to Rob Viglione to all these people, to Rosario. I mean, they got some big names involved with the research and development over there at Zen. And working with IOHK, you can almost guarantee that they're going to work to have some interoperability between either Cardano or Ethereum Classic as well moving forward. And Zen has already been picked to be added to Grayscale, so it is in the traditional markets. One of the few altcoins that has that availability for institutional investors. The only other one that does have that in there, is really like, I mean, they have a little bit of XRP exposure, and that's about it.
Zen USD had a issue with the chart, so I can't show you that. So not much more to add on Zen. We got Jet and Elizabeth and Carrie. Women's night out.
Josh says you guys should chart more with BTC pairs because, to be honest, I don't care about accumulating the worthless fiat. Not what I mean. Yeah, we know what you mean. Usually when we pull up a chart for any of the cryptocurrencies, we look at the USD Tether chart, the USD chart, and the Bitcoin chart and try to generate a overall consensus on where that coin is going up or down. So we do usually use the Bitcoin chart as well as the fiat charts for any coin that we look at.
I will lean more USD, USDT because that's my preference that I've talked about for a year and a half here. But yeah, we are showing all of them because really we're trying to find which one has the major volume for real. Because volumes is what technical analysis is based upon and what Wyckoff brought to the table in the early 1920s. So we're trying to find where the volume is to give us the better signals.
All right, well, we got a couple more little news things that I wanted to mention. Now, we're not doing a giveaway on tonight's show. But what there is if you look in the description, the very first line, Horizon gave us a personal link for their swag giveaway. If you get on here and do entries by following them on Twitter or subscribing to their YouTube channel, you get a certain amount of entries in order to win some of their swag from their store, whether it be a t-shirt, a hoodie, a mug, whatever it may be. But the real kicker is if the Learn Crypto community has the most number of entries, they are going to give us Zen. You know what we do? Most channels might keep that Zen, but we give that back away to you guys so we have some more giveaways. The Learn Crypto community has already won ECA competitions, Linda competitions, and others. So I know you guys can do it. Let's win another one so we can get some more Zen to add to your bag. And maybe you'll win a nice hoodie as the weather starts to get cold as well with the Horizon logo on there for some crypto swag. Currently, we have 406 entries from you guys. That is good, but there's 15 days left. Get on there. Get those entries in, and let's solidify that somebody in our community wins their swag competition, and most importantly, we get a handful of Zen to give back away to you guys here in 15 days. I know you guys love the giveaways, and I love giving it away to you guys. But we need to keep replenishing it, and here's an opportunity for us to get some free Zen to give away to you guys, something around $100 worth of Zen to give back away. So get over here, get your entries in, click on that link right at the top of the description. Super easy to enter, and that's it. Also, Ledger Nano S. Obviously, we say if you're not actively trading a cryptocurrency, put it in a hardware wallet. Because if not, I don't know why not. No reason to have exchange risk unless you are actually trading, having Todd trade it, being active in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. If you got a certain amount of your portfolio that you don't want to touch, you just want to hodl, get a hardware wallet, whether it's a Ledger Nano S, a Trezor, whatever it may be, get involved. The reason I'm showing this is that for Bitcoin's 10-year anniversary, they're actually doing a special edition Ledger Nano S. I'm going to get one. It is white. It's called the white paper edition for the 10-year anniversary, but it also comes with some cool stuff. It comes with the Ledger Nano S, of course, a crypto gang poster. So I guess some of the original guys who have said they've been Satoshi, who may be Satoshi, some other individuals who have influenced Bitcoin in the past. And it also comes with a booklet with the entire Bitcoin white paper written in it. Definitely more of a hobby item, but for the same exact price of a Ledger Nano S, you might as well take a stab if you need a hardware wallet. I think there was a sale for $80 to get the standard Ledger Nano S and $100 for the special edition. But once again, guys, take a look at Ledger. I use Ledger Nano S. It is super easy. They have the desktop wallet as well, so it's easy to mess with your cold storage cryptos as well. But definitely a security thing you guys should do if you're not trading on the cryptocurrency exchanges. And if you decide you do want to buy a Ledger Nano S or the special edition Ledger Nano, we do also have a link in the description below. I think if you buy one with our link, it gives us $5 here at Learn Crypto. And all these referral links really help fund all the giveaways we do for you guys on a daily basis. So if you're going to do it, please take the time to look in the description below to either sign up for an exchange with our links or use the Ledger link to secure your white paper edition of Ledger Nano S.
Bring me back the screen because Who Flung Dung said we just made a monthly close, and he is correct. There is the monthly close, because actually for October 1, it was a 63.72, and we just did a 63.58. So $14, that line's really flatlined here, because here's today's close. You got the blue line going across because that's current trade. But yeah, so actually we did do a new monthly closing low for Bitcoin on very low volume. So that makes me more bullish. So that's all I got. It's 7:38.
Crypto Hunter's out there hunting for some whitetail. Crypto Hunter, if you get one, you get a couple bucks, and you don't send us any meat or deer jerky, I'm going to be very disappointed. Now, I will give you a shout out as I eat it here, because by the end of these videos, I'm starving. You guys got to realize I get to work at 7 a.m. I work till 5 p.m. I come straight here, set up for the show, and we go to 7:30. That's a lot of work, and this is right during dinner time. I'm getting starving by the end. That's why we start slurring some words and talking nonsense towards the end of these shows, talking all crazy. Do you guys have any last charts, comments, concerns, questions for us before we head out of here? Make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And don't forget, if we get to 6,000 subscribers by Sunday night, so you guys need to do your sharing, Todd is giving away one of our Wyckoff trading courses from learncrypto.io. If you want to see everything else we have to offer, make sure to go to our YouTube homepage, as we have everything categorized for you guys, and take a look at the description below, as we have the Zen swag giveaway. We have a link to learncrypto.io. We have some referral links from some exchanges that we trust, as well as a Ledger Nano S referral link as well.
Give me a second, Ryzen. I don't think I have music. Hold on, I do have it in the software. Let's see if it's working.
And if somebody wants you to take a look at Poly, the go-to chart lately the past couple days.
Poly. Yeah, see, I got music BTC, but dang, I can't give much advice on that one.
The volume is low.
Yeah, I can't get much out of music BTC for you, Ryzen. And we got Poly BTC. Let's see what that one looks like. Still setting on a buy from back here. Again, this is one of those, had a sell here and then a buy at higher levels. Usually that's even more bullish after catching a buy back here at the lows. So a buy, a sell, which is a good trade, another buy. We're at 43.2 in the technometer. So after the OP really giving up the ship. So I would think that one will dig in here and see another higher high.
Now somebody say, we're long on these. Keep that up for a second. We're long on these, and we're saying, hey, we have the buy there. We want to ride Poly out because we're bullish. If you're somebody who's looking to do more of a day trade, a swing trade, where do you think you would put a stop in here to maybe lock in some gains or prevent any losses? Do you think you'd put it right around those levels, or do you think you'd put it up a little higher to just lock in some kind of profit?
I mean, this level giving away, I don't think would be good short term, because that was a pretty good buy point. So I think you maybe in the top of that bar here at 40.32. But I probably would give these things room. And it's going to probably matter what Bitcoin does here. Bitcoin's going to drag stuff if it does break away to the downside. But if Bitcoin holds in, some of these coins are going to rock and roll to the upside, because they're all looking much better than Bitcoin short term after being washed out totally. So we shall see. That's all I got.
That's all we got. We got Clifford in here saying Polly won a cracker. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We've been here an hour and 15 minutes. We went over the Korean news that is supremely bullish, that the government is allowing banks, central banks, to work with cryptocurrency exchanges. We also have India, the kind of FUD that said they might do a ban on cryptocurrency, but this is just them talking about it, and it still would not mean it was illegal to hold those cryptocurrencies. Tour de Crypto has finally made its way to World CryptoCon, so everybody in World CryptoCon, have some fun out there. I'm sure there'll be some funny videos and some exciting news coming out of there. ICX is one we would keep a watch on. Poly, we're looking for higher objectives, and Bitcoin is looking bullish at these levels. It was nice that we got a little bit of that rally. We call the bottom at 5,800. And guys, look at the chart. It has not gone below 5,800. We've had several buys in the 6,000, 6,100, and 6,200 ranges to try to add to your positions dollar cost average at those low candles. And so far, that is working out. We are still supremely bullish on cryptocurrencies moving forward. And I think Bakkt exchange is going to be the next catalyst for the next leg higher of this market.
Agreed.
So till next time, guys, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here at Learn Crypto. We will see you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time live. Don't miss it. Don't forget to share this, guys. I want to see Todd give away a course. We need another 200 subscribers to make that a reality. We'll see you later. Have some fun out there.
Peace out.
And get ready to get that software so you can do some trading on your own. You should probably study up over at learncrypto.io.
Buy crypto.
Hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.